Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And I have an unboxing. It is the box that has pretty much mostly all of the product share items. So if you're not sure what a product share is, let me just explain it real quick. So we have our catalog, right? We have the new catalog and it comes with lots of fun papers are in here, lots of bling and ribbons are in here, but most of us can't afford to just buy one of everything. Even though we would really like to, we can't necessarily afford to buy one of everything. So what we've created is called a product share. We're going to share the product. So you would pay for 1/4 of the product, and you would share that with 3 other people. So then you would get 1/4 of all the paper, all the ribbon, all the bling. So I have 3 other ladies who joined me because I'm always one of the ones who does it as well, so that I can show even more product to you. So I have 3 other ladies who did this with me, and this is the box full of that product. Now there was one item that was unavailable, and so I will be getting that for them as soon as it becomes available. Let me get this zoomed out a little bit more. All right, so I did have to open it because I needed to get some things out of here for the retreat last week. Oh, before we do this, let me just show you some of the retreat things. All right, so we talked about, these were in one of the other boxes, this very vanilla ribbon with the black, and then the new Stampin' Right markers that has that bullet tip. Have you seen that? I just really love it. It writes so nice. So one end is the brush tip as before, and the other end, instead of, and let me just show you what the old one looked like. So the old one had this kind of a tip. Can you see that? It had that kind of a writing tip. All right, and now, and it wrote, I mean, it writes okay, but it dried out pretty easy even though you could refill it. Well, now it has the bullet tip. All right, it has a bullet tip. So it's going to write much nicer and still fine. So everybody got one of those, and then this dropped off. And then they got these, and then there's some paper in here that I had to open the box for to get out to go with it. So I had some scrapbookers that were there, so I made sure to get some things for scrapbookers. So there's, let me find that paper, just so you can see why I had to pull it out. Here we go. So they got a packet of this paper in their swag bags, and these were the swag bags, just the Stampin' Up! Shopping bags that they could reuse and reuse for their scrapbooking. And then everyone got to wear these fun sombrero headbands. So you saw those in the picture. And these were the name tags. I had shown you all of those. Those were the name tags. And then just as a little side note, look at these cute little paper plates. And these were the napkins. Isn't that so adorable? I love it. And then some of you were guessing as to what it was my husband and I were doing. We were staining these little trays, and then I put in the magnetic sheet, and that way when you're die cutting, or when they're die cutting, they can set the dies in there and later put them away, and they won't lose them because it's magnetic. It's not coming off. Pretty cute, huh? Just simple. Stained it, sealed it, and then they got it. And they got it with a goodie bag of snacks, some pretzels, and what was it? Pretzels, M&Ms, and some hot tamales. And then there was a guessing game for hot tamales. So we had a lot of fun. And they got this paper. Let's show you this paper because this is one of the items in the product share. So, whoops. All right, so these are, did I get it? Yeah, I caught it. All right, so let me just flip these over. So these are in the product share, but this is actually the free gift. So here's these with these 2-sided papers. but this wasn't divisible, because then you had these awesome frames. All right, look, all the different frames, and then you could use this as a border. So I put this in the swag bag because I knew it would be perfect for scrapbookers, because you could use these for picture frames as well, or for journaling frames. And then there was this paper. And then you had these ephemera and embellishments. Let's see, there we go. That you could use. And then this one that looks like things are falling out. Lots of them falling out. Guess this will be my packet. All right, so look at that. Lots of things, lots of opportunities. You can use them for card making, you can use it for scrapbooking, you can use it as they show in the catalog. They show that paper for making, what do you call it? Little gift bags, gift thingies, right there, tags and note holders and little bookmarks, or little tags for gifts, or making little packages. I don't know what these are called, but they're super cute, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to make them. And then decorating boxes, so wrap it up so you could use it. So that's what my folks for the retreat got in their swag bags, and they were pretty happy about that. So then we have this paper. Oh, the other thing they got, almost forgot. They got a pair of snips with these charms. So they got, I did one of course for myself. I always do one of everything for myself so I can remember what I did. So it's got a little June bug. It's got their initial, so mine is the J for June. And they had their initial, and then there's a little charm that says made with love, and then of course a June bug charm. And so they got that, and it can go on their snips, which they got new, or if they didn't want them on their snips, they could take them off and put them on something else. So I made those by hand myself, yes. It took a lot of work. I had the dropsies. I was using 2 pairs of pliers at the same time. And I kept having to get up off my chair and look on the floor for the things that fell down. So I am not a jewelry maker, but I did make these, and so I was pretty pleased with how those turned out, and everybody was pretty excited about the new scissors, the new snips. Someone had just been telling her sister that she needed to buy some new snips because she had dropped her old snips, her bumblebee snips, and she had bent the tips. And so now she has these, so now she doesn't have to go out and buy a new pair of bumblebee ones, because she has the Stampin' Up! Snips, which are just as good. I'm gonna say just as good. They're just as sharp. So here is this is the Full of Life paper, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my glasses. I gotta go pick up my new ones. Look at that fun paper. This is the paper we are using for club this month. Fun, colorful, bright paper. Love it. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. All right. Different kind of watercolor trend seems to be really in right now. Blending and watercoloring. Look at that. It's just in trend, on target. More of this. I love that. That looks so cool. Love all the colors. Let me tell you what colors. I think, well, there's shaded spruce, I'm gonna say, and berry burst, I'm gonna say there's a lot of colors. All right, there's a lot of colors. Probably blueberry bushel, maybe some blackberry bliss, berry bird. I'm not gonna guess. I'm just gonna read the colors off to you. It is balmy blue, berry burst, blueberry bushel, coastal cabana, crush curry, daffodil delight, granny apple green, lemon lime twist, melon mambo, petunia pop, pretty and pink, pumpkin pie, real red, shaded spruce, and shy shamrock. See, so I had some wrong. But some of the different shades could take on some of our other colors, because with watercolors, you know, things kind of blend in. a little bit. So this is what's going to be, we're going to be using this paper for club this month. All right. And then I did order myself some stamp sets because I really wanted this one. I love this hey, insert clever message here. I think it's just hilarious. And so I got this to go with, not just with the mix and match stuff, but also with anything else. And then this one, My Small Business, if you're a vendor, this is perfect for making thank you cards because you have thanks for being an amazing customer, thanks for supporting my small business, made with love, handmade for you, you've got great taste, shop local, thanks, your support deserves a big thank you, or thanks for your order, thank you, and then some bags. And I think it will go really nice with this Attention Shoppers. So I'll be putting together a class where you don't necessarily have to have both stamp sets, but I think it will look really cute coming together like that. All right. And then, yes, all of this. So this is the In Color DSP. All right, so you have your Pretty in Pink, and it's all double-sided. All right, then your Peach Pie, then your Shy Shamrock, your Petunia Pop, and your Summer Splash. I got it. I got them all. I think I've got those colors down now. I really do. I think I've got them. So these were some of the things that we went through during the catalog walkthrough, of course. And then we have this one. It's the Lily Pond paper. I just made some cards yesterday with it. Playing with, oh, that was my mother. Sorry, forgot to take, or it is on Do Not Disturb. However, she's one of my favorites, so it comes through. All right, so we have our little duck, and remember, it's all double-sided paper. Big print on one side, smaller print on the other side. Super cute. If you're into ducks and you like ducks, this would be some cute and pretty paper to get. I am not getting the stamp set, but I think the paper is very pretty, and I've already played with it. What size is that going on? I guess I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, see, this one coordinates with the one in the online exclusives, the watercolor paper. This is just the new trend right now, is all this watercolor look. I wish I could paint. So Thoughtful Journey, Blackberry Bliss, yep. Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Peacock, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. All right, there's that wild wheat right there. Super pretty. All right, look at that. Lots of great colors. I love that our paper is double-sided. It just, sometimes it makes it hard to know which side you want to use, but it looks really cool. This looks not just watercolory, like it might be actually alcohol coloring, where they use a little bit of alcohol to get the inks to blend in together. So I'm not sure whether it is that or not, but it looks a little bit like it to me. Or it could just be watercolor. I'm not an artist. I've never claimed to be an artist. I am a crafter, so I don't know all the artsy techniques and everything. Let's go ahead and keep going through the paper. This is a really pretty paper. It's got some of our new colors in it. Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Pretty Peacock, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. Yes, it's got all our new in colors and a few other ones added in as well. This is the Unbounded Beauty, and it is 12 by 12, whereas those others were all 6 by 6. And even though it's 12 by 12, it is still double-sided and watercolory looking, some of the background. All right, it's just a popular technique right now. You can do it yourself, or you can just buy the papers that already have it done. Which would you rather do? Would you rather do it yourself or buy it already done with the papers? Let me know. Tell me, do it yourself or buy it done. Ooh, look at this shimmery paper. And this is the In Color Glimmer paper. So it's going to be the Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash and Pretty in Pink. I don't know if it's in that color order, but here we go. Woo, look at that. That looks really orange. And there's the Petunia Pop. There's the Pretty in Pink. And it looks much better in person than it does on the camera. This one's really royally green, almost like the like Wicked, like the Wicked Witch kind of green. And then the Summery Splash. Ooh, that's beautiful. This one is the Naturally Gilded. Now this is not a new paper, it was carryover. However, I included it into the product share because of the fact that we hadn't done a product share last year, so I figured a lot of people weren't going to have it. So they'll get some of this. It is one-sided, but it is foiled paper, and it's in copper, silver, and gold. So that was included. Let me just make sure I'm live in all the places I want to be, since no one is able to join me as of yet. Yeah, it says I'm live. So, all right, I'm not going to worry about it. Everyone must just be doing their thing, and they'll catch it later. All right, so this is the new Thoughtful Designs. Probably should have waited to do my catalog walkthrough until I had all this stuff, but it took a while for it to get here. All right, so this is ombre kind of paper. So it's, you can see it starts over here kind of the purple and then goes into the pink. It is single-sided. Here's more purple going into the pink. It's kind of foiled as well. There we go. There we go. You can see the different ombre colors. So this one, all right, super pretty. Wow, which was this one? Was called Thoughtful Designs. Very nice. I'm liking that one. That one's going to be super pretty to use. All right, and let's get this one open. Here we go. This is the Wildly Flowering. It's got the Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat in it. The Wild Wheat kind of takes on a brown tone in here. Even though it's got the Early Espresso, it kind of goes together, those two colors. All right, look at that. And it is double-sided. So that side looks kind of like a canvas, and it's almost like it's painted on a canvas here too. It's kind of hard to see that, but the background even behind the paint, behind the flowers, looks almost like a canvas material that they are painting on. So, oh, that's pretty. And I'm not a fan of wild wheat, but that's pretty. All right, and then there's that one. So I like that. That's going to be fun to play with. This one is super fun. I've shown this to you. It is the wood textured one. It is called Country Woods, and I love the variety of wood textures that they have on this page, on these papers. This one looks like they're coming apart. I saw this done as a nighttime moon scene. I thought that was interesting. They kind of used this as if it was the waters and waves. So I'm going to have to get that stamp set now because it looked really cool. All right, and then there's that one. I love that side. All right, and then just all kinds of wood textures. I love the wood textures. The peeling paint, the old wood that's scarred, and there you go. Super nice paper. All right, and then we have some gold, textured metallic, bright copper, gold, and tungsten. Does anyone know what tungsten is? What color is tungsten? Let's see if we can figure it out. Let's see if it's obvious or not. All right, so it is metallic and it's textured, so you can kind of see the texture in there. All right, so we have, oh, that must be the tungsten. I'm going to go with this being the tungsten because that's gold and copper, so that must be tungsten. So it's a blue tinge to it. That looks really cool. All right, let me just drink some water. I'm doing a lot of talking today. All right, and now we've got the Country Lace. So this one is the one that coordinates with the eyelet embossing folder that I got and showed you during the catalog walkthrough. It's what I used on the make and take card that we did together. This one has basic beige, misty moonlight, petal pink, and smoky slate. Very subdued colors. I think it's really pretty elegant looking. And it's double-sided, of course. There we go. There's your petal pink. There's your basic beige and your slate, I think it was. Misty moonlight. All right. So some stripes. It looks almost like fabric. It looks a lot like fabric. So that could be really fun to play with. This one is our wood textured specialty paper in white. So it's just got a wood texture, and it's got no glow to it. It just feels like a wood texture. Can you see it? Let's see. The sun went away. Let's see if that shows better. No, that's kind of hard to see. That one. All right. So it looks almost like the embossing folder, except you have a whole sheet instead of just a small 6x6 area. Can you see in there? I don't think it's showing. I'm not sure it's showing. You can kind of see it in the catalog if you wanted to look. Ooh, we got a lot of papers. There were a lot of papers. We haven't even gotten to the bling yet. All right. And then, of course, it dawned on me that I had a dentist appointment earlier, right about the same time that I was supposed to go live for my Tidbit Tuesday, so I'll be back on in a little bit after this to do that. This is the Mediterranean Blooms, Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Lemon Lolly, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pumpkin Pie. It's got all the colors. That looks pretty yummy. Of course, oranges and lemons don't grow on the same tree, but they look really cool, kind of intertwined like that. Ooh, that looks very Mediterranean for sure. Look at those yummy lemons, and that one, and the nice little flowers. Ooh, those blue ones on the back, those are nice. And these are this is part of a suite, and I think these can be cut out with the dies, so it comes with a stamp set and dies too. I did not order that. I just had that other citrus stamp set that we had before and decided I would not buy another one yet at this time. Here we have one. This one should be interesting. It is To Market Designer Series paper, Blackberry Bliss, Garden Green, Pecan Pie, Pumpkin Pie, and Real Red. So we have our Real Red tomatoes. We have our Blackberry Bliss onions and beets, I'm gonna say, carrots, our orange, and then we have peppers, lettuce. Very interesting. I've not really crafted with vegetables and stuff. Just the one time we had some carrots for one of our celebration stamp sets, and I did use it once. I made one card. This is really pretty. I like these cute little flowers. Well, these flowers are really nice too. These might come with a die in the stamp set. I'm not sure. The tomato vines is pretty cool. This I could see myself using more in my scrapbook than on a card. Ooh, love that. What would you do with this paper? Hi, Joanne. How are you? What would you do with this paper? Would you use it more likely on a card or on a scrapbook? I think the back patterns I would totally use on a card, but some of the front patterns the vegetables, maybe if I had pictures being at the farmer's market or something. All right, so I showed off these already. I think I bought some extras. A lot of extras. So I showed those at the beginning. And then we have this one, which is the Take to the Sky, Boho Blue, Copper Clay, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Smoky Slate. So if you love airplanes, especially older style airplanes, this might be the thing for you. It's a full stamp set. It goes with the suite, Take to the Sky. So it's got the stamp set and the dies, and I think it's got some bling that goes with it as well. And these are little cards that you can use for card fronts, or they would also be great for scrapbook pages, right? Totally. All right, and then the back. You've got your airplanes and your back, and you have that pattern. There we go. And these planes. All right. And the clouds. I love those clouds and those airplanes. And this is the layout of the land. I think it has to do with the water, the elevations. I'm not sure. I don't know maps very well. All right, and this is the silver foil sheets. That must be the back side of the silver foil sheets. This I also think was a carryover, but since we didn't do the one before, I went ahead and threw this into the product share. So just some basic silver foil paper. All right, and then we have our ribbons. These are the in color. Let me find them all. These are the in color ribbons. So we have the Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, and Clover. No, not Clover. That's the old name. Call Me Clover was a different one. This is a Shy Shamrock. Shamrock Clover. Isn't that the same thing? Isn't it kind of sort of the same thing? All right, then we have some gems here, the industrial trinkets. Let me show you what those look like. Those are heavy. They are metal trinkets, and they look like that. They're patterned. All right, pretty cool, huh? So let me see, I'll set those over on this side. Do we have any others? We have some of the loose frosted dots, and these would be great for inside your shaker cards. Perfect for shaker cards. All right, so that's what they look like. These were also a carryover, but again, we didn't do a product share the last time, so I figured I'd throw them in. This is also a carryover. These are the other in colors, last year's new in colors. The Wild Wheat, Pebbled Path, Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, and Copper Clay. Are you impressed that I knew those names? Yes. All right. And then here is that very vanilla and black. I think I just had some extras. Did I have some extra? Okay. And then this is the basic beige, the new color, the new natural color, and this is the striped trim. So it's got stripes, it's got the shiny on each side, and then it's striped. That's kind of hard to see in there. There you go. You can kind of see that. That goes with one of the suites as well. That actually goes with, that's actually one of the ones we're doing with for Card Club. We're going to be using this as well. It goes with that bright colored paper I showed you the first time around. All right, yes, almost the same. Oh good, now you'll have those colors. Yep, now you'll have those colors. So this is the product share, and this is the white and petal pink ribbon, and it's a set. So I think there's only 5 yards in each, so you end up with a little bit less of this than the others. And then here's another set. This one was a carryover, but I didn't have it, and I figured you guys wouldn't have it either then. And this is the gold and silver trim. And it's flat instead of like the other one that I did have where it was more of a cord, and it made it a little hard to tie. It didn't always want to tie into a bow. So I'm glad they came out with a flatter one. So then there is this one. This is the iridescent adhesive back gems. This is the blooming pearls. These are really pretty. Aren't those pretty? I love those. Those are really pretty. All right, and then we have the opal rounds assortment. There's obviously another color up that way. Looks like a darker yellow. Yeah, looks like a darker yellow or another row of yellow. And then we have these. Ooh, those jumbled all over the place. That should be, we'll see. I might have to, we'll see if they still have stick on them. Basic gray and smoky slate pearls. All right. And then we have the iridescent faceted gems. Those are pretty. Look at that. I think these are the ones that go with the iridescent ribbon. These two, and then we'll be using that bright paper, and that's what's going to be for Card Club. And then we have these in color shimmer gems. These are the transparent adhesive back dots. Lots of fun colors. Lots of colors that I haven't stamped much with that I need to. Here are the in color, the 2325 in color opaque sparkle dots. So this would be the Moody Mauve, the Boho Blue. This should be then the Copper Clay. Yep, and then they have the Wild Wheat, and then underneath there is the Pebbled Path. Interesting. All right. These are the adhesive back dappled dots. And if you want to know the colors for sure, you can look in the online store. It doesn't have it in the catalog anymore. It's now in the online store. The exact number of them and the colors. Ooh. These are the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. So you have 3 colors. So there's a, looks like a gray under there. So you have 3 colors, and there's a darker gray under there. These are the adhesive back pearl trio. So there's kind of a pinkish purpley color under there. You can kind of see, and then it's got kind of the gray and the orange. This is probably, I'm going to say Calypso Coral, but I'm just guessing because it doesn't say on there. These are the adhesive back metallic gems. So we have the copper, gold, and silver in the 2 different sizes. Then we have the adhesive back textured dots. These are, yeah, textured. Can you see those? I think so. There you go. In the 2 sizes. And then we have the adhesive back dots for days. So lots of gems, lots of variety. Is there another color under here? Yep, there's another color under there. It looks like, whoops, it looks like either a blue or a darker green. All right, so that's it. Let me get this stuff out of the way so I can get to my mouse. All right, so that is all the products for the product share. How fun. So if you have not done a product share, but you're thinking you might want to, you can just let me know. If I get 4 more people willing to do it, then I will order it. Some things are no longer, well, currently unavailable, so it would depend how many there are, but I would not take money from anybody until I, 1, had 4 people, and 2, double check to make sure there was enough product there. And it might be that I have to prorate it and cut out some of the product that is unavailable. So if you are interested, just make sure you comment below product share, or I want it all, or something to let me know that you're interested in doing the product share, and I will reach out to you privately and we can get that sorted out. All right, you missed all the papers. Yep, you'll have to watch the replay because we went through and there were a lot of papers. There were big old stack of papers. So have fun, and you'll be getting them soon. I'll be working on them all this week, getting them divvied up this week so that I can get them out to you. So thank you for joining me, Joanne. Appreciate it. And I will be back in probably about 4:45. So in about 20 minutes or so, I'll be back to do the Tidbit Tuesday live that I couldn't do because I was at the dentist office. I'd have rather been here, you know? I'd have rather been here. So I'll see you all in about 20 minutes or so. Bye-bye.